This is ridiculous. As the New York Rangers continue to play unsustainable hockey, their goaltender continues to keep them in games. And with some interesting roster and lineup decisions paired with Matt Rempe's inevitable suspension, what is next for the New York Rangers? We're going to break it down in this episode of Rangers Digest. But before we do that, a quick reminder to hit that subscribe button. About 74% of you who watch these videos are not actually subscribed to the channel. So if you want to stay up to date with everything New York Rangers, it's free. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Now, before we get to what was, again, a pretty awful performance against the Carolina Hurricanes, but there are some good things to pull from that game. We do have some housekeeping to attend to. Matt Rempe, of course, did not play in this game because he is awaiting a decision on his suspension, which will be more than 6 games. He was offered an in-person hearing today, with the Department of Player Safety, of course, and he will be suspended for 6 or more games, but they are just awaiting that decision at this point. I may make another video today. It could come down tomorrow, the decision, the news tomorrow morning. We don't know exactly yet, but the hearing was during the game today, so we will find out the length of the suspension pretty soon. It could come down today. It could be tomorrow morning, so we will keep you up to date with that when it does come down. And in terms of other updates in regards to this game, Zach Jones was a healthy scratch today, which is a bit unfortunate. I think that Zach Jones has been pretty good at times this season, off to a pretty slow start, and had, kind of stretches in this season that he wasn't too good. But again, he was scratched today. And Jimmy Vesey and Johnny Brodzinski were put back into the lineup, and Jimmy Vesey making an impact early in this game. I was actually shocked with the way that the Rangers have been playing to see them score a goal so early in this game. And I mean, this is a great play from Vesey, a little deceptive play there at the blue line, gets the pass back, taps it in the net. Love to see the Rangers go up early in the game like that. It set the tone for the game, but unfortunately, after that, and after maybe the first 5 minutes of the game, it seemed like the Rangers stopped playing and they went back to the status quo that they have been playing with the last 2 months at this point. It was not a good look. And at this point, heading into tomorrow against New Jersey, the final game before the Christmas break, the Rangers are back to 500. They are well outside of a playoff spot. Well, not well. There's many teams that are well outside of a playoff spot. They're not going to touch the playoffs. The Rangers still have potential to get in the playoffs. But for their standards, they are well outside of a playoff spot right now. And their last home win was on December 6th. We are creeping up on Christmas at this point. The last time the Rangers won 2 in a row was November 17th and 18th, so well over a month ago at this point. And the Rangers followed up a win. I don't know why I'm reading this from the bottom to the top, but anyway, win with a loss for the 10th time this season. That is a problem. You have to start to string some wins together. And the other night, and the biggest storyline to me in this game, again, is Igor Shesterkin. And I see everything in the comments. I see the discussions online. The slander from some of the fans, the New York Rangers fans, to Igor Shesterkin is unbelievable. This guy deserved to be the highest paid goaltender in the league because he is the best goaltender in the league. He continues to keep them in games. If it wasn't for Igor Shesterkin today, this game would have been a lot uglier. This could have been a 5-1, 6-1 game. You could say the same about many games this year. Their style of play as a team, their team defense, the lack of commitment to team defense is the reason that Igor Shesterkin continues to have to stand on his head. And yes, at times you need your goaltender to do that. Absolutely, especially if he's getting paid that much. But as a team, I'm not sure you're going to find success if you continue to play that way. So, and they're not capitalizing on their opportunities either, like the power play. Like even at the end of this game, Peter Laviolette putting out the second power play unit first instead of the power play 1 unit. So thought that was a pretty interesting adjustment as well, even though he should completely rejig those power play units in my opinion. But again, Igor Shesterkin standing on his head. Again, I think he was the only reason that they won that Dallas game. There are a few things to like Will Borgen. I think that he's fitting in pretty well. He's not that bad defensively. He doesn't look out of place, which is good, right? I don't know why we thought, or at least I thought, that he may look out of place because, again, he's an NHL defenseman. A lot of teams had them on the trade lists, I guess, but which was reported just a couple days ago. But there's a couple things to like. Like I like Will Cooley's game, and even in this game, he was playing physical. Jimmy Vesey with that great play at the start of the game. Vaakanainen back there on the defensive end. doesn't look that bad, making some good plays, winning puck battles. A lot of the Rangers were winning puck battles in this game, so not too much to hate in terms of that. I did like the effort. The effort seems to be upped a little bit since last week, since the St. Louis game, especially in the Dallas game. Again, you saw a little bit of that tonight, but it's not good enough. You're losing crucial puck battles, and you can't have lulls in a game where you're being outshot 11-1 if you have playoff aspirations. You just cannot do that. Second period was awful for the Rangers today. The Carolina Hurricanes completely took over the game. And then from there, the Rangers didn't have much. Maybe they had a couple one-off chances. I mean, Edstrom had a great breakaway chance in the third period as well. It's kind of a weird shot, to be honest with you, but you cannot go that long in the game, in a period, with unsustainable play like that. It was horrible. And then a lot of fans are saying, they're getting on the team, right? Like this from Vince. All the fans are kind of getting restless in the arena, and you wonder why. I mean, they're not shooting on the power play. Adam Fox is another guy who's had a pretty decent season, not for his standards. Again, the whole team, you can put that whole team in that category. But Adam Fox making some very questionable decisions today, not moving the puck when he should, shooting into legs, which you say, that happens, but some weird decisions from Adam Fox today. I feel like a lot of this team, or a lot of the players on the team, are overthinking things right now, and it's contributing to, some tough play. And if you look up and that, like, nothing too much to take from this besides maybe ice time, but again, Shesterkin with a crazy game. He kept him in this game. He kept him in the game against Dallas. And again, Jimmy Vesey gets on the board. That's your only goal scorer. You have a lot of guys on this team making a lot of money who are supposed to put the puck in the back of the net for you, who are not doing that. The other thing I want to mention too is this defense core. I mean, I don't know what Chris Drury is planning right now. I really don't know what he's thinking right now in this moment, but I would tend to believe a trade is coming, and I think they got to rejig this defense core a little bit, because I know Keandre Miller's out, but even if you add Keandre Miller in, with the way he's been playing this year, that could be some trouble still. So I feel like this defense core needs some rejigging, but again, I don't think that the problem is entirely the defense core. Yes, it is, and they leave Igor Shesterkin out to dry quite a bit, but it's the lack of commitment to team defense. It's the forwards. It's losing guys. It's losing the centermans, right, in the defensive zone. So the little things like this, they have to clean up. And again, I think that defense core could be rejigged a little bit. And the Rangers dropped their 12th game in their last 16 games played. So they have a 4-9 record against teams currently in a playoff position in that time. Not great at all for the New York Rangers. So they are going to have to figure it out here over the Christmas break. Hopefully this Christmas break does something to them. They return with some energy to their legs. We're going to have a decision on Matt Rempe as well coming down very shortly. So that's going to be interesting to see. I would suspect it's going to be 6 to 8 games, I would think, at this point. Repeat offender. He's been ejected a lot. So let me know in the comments what you thought of this game. The one thing I can take away is I thought they were better in the puck battles. I thought they were better a little bit on the boards. There was some jump to start, which I thought was good with Jimmy Vesey getting on the board, but you can't have lulls in the game where you're getting outshot 11-1 and you're not getting any chances at all. You absolutely cannot do that if you're the Rangers. So lots of things to clean up. I thought there were some positives in the Dallas game and this game. So ever since the St. Louis game, there's little things you can build off of, but they have a long way to go. And the top guys really, really have to get going. But let me know what you think in the comments. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with everything New York Rangers.